Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TF out.
The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Pocket breaking down. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical 3rd down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the 1st down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's...
Going deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he makes the catch.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Snagged out of the air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll move the chains after he gets up to the 43-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Cougars look to keep... Humming. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds.
There he goes. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Houston wants to play fast. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there. Just he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The RPO fired complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Off play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Give to the single back.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Morton. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Give to the running back. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. And the Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. It is great to have a tight end that can do it all and one that can get downfield and make a play.
And I like matching and mixing and matching up the play fake on play action with this tight end because it just gives him a little more time to work his route down the field. Nice play call there by the coordinator.
Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Horned Frogs started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, TCU! Great job by the back on the option. Extra point here will tie the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could...
Intercepted, number 19. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Morton. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking left. Found the spot in the defense. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half. So if you get something really quickly, you can get to.
Houston going up tempo.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Harris. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Trying to find the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Houston.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough Time to get off a play before we head to halftime. First play of the drive, it's the end around. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He's going to take off. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Quickly to the tight end. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Houston wants to play fast.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the field goal unit is on the field. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 24 to Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll do it himself. Got room at the 35. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Leaves it with the running back. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there. And his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for it all. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up third down.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Bringing the heat. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Snap from the gun on third down. Back open in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the Cougars.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, TCU! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quick release by the QB. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run play action. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up.
Halted in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Houston going up tempo. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to fire. Got his man. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. He might want another play. Wants to throw again. Working that left side now. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Clark to fire. Using his feet to buy time. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. To the air on first down. Caught. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team